Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kate. All right, Patrick, where does Mike go from here, man? After that
prison.
crazy
He goes to prison.
He goes straight to prison.
Literally to jail.
Don't pass go.
Yeah, he's in there. We were thought when we came back from last season they might time jump it or do something creative to like get me out of there, and I'm really happy that they didn't. They like put me in prison. We built a whole prison set. They have me in there, and it's a big part of the story of the season. And I think it's good for the show. I think like we've been building for all these seasons to somebody paying the price for lying for so long, and I think it's good that the audience doesn't get cheated of seeing that.
This character, he is such a unique character for television. Talk to me about getting to inhibit Mike for now going on 6 seasons.
I'm honored. I mean, I'm honored that people react like you just said. I'm honored that people think that. To me, he's sort of just an extension of myself in so many ways. And
You mean you're an attorney faking it?
yeah, I've been faking being an actor for a long time. I think that he's a really honest, as much of a fraud as he was, he's actually a really honest guy, and people relate to that. Somebody who made a tough decision once in order to do something good and has to constantly be paying the price and hiding it from people he loves. I think people relate to that. We all know what it's like to make a bad decision and sort of be haunted by it, and now I think people are going to go on the journey of watching him, finally face the consequences of what he did.
This show has developed such a rabid fan base. Talk to me about the fan support that you guys have received.
It's overwhelming. I mean, everywhere we go and you walk down the street and people, they're just so committed to it. It's not frivolous. People love these characters, and I've traveled the world. I mean, I've been all over the world, to the Philippines, to Malaysia, and people love these characters. There's something about, I think, a sense of community in the workplace people really respond to. There's a lot of people in the world that are working in offices, and I think Suits kind of tells the story. I had someone on the plane stop me yesterday and go, there's a Louis Litt in our office, there's a Mike Ross in our office, there's a Rachel Zane. It's that kind of show where people can ascribe different people in their offices to those characters. So there's got to be something in it to it like that makes it so successful.
The writing on it is so freaking good.
Yeah, it's great.
Do you know what's going to happen? Do you pretty much get the scripts for all of season 6 ahead of time?
Not at all, no.
So do you become a fan?
I literally have no idea. We go back to work next Monday. I have no idea what we're shooting.
That's so cool. Do you find yourself being a fan?
Yeah. I mean, we're excited to read the scripts and see what happens. It's also a little scary because when you're doing something one week, you're like, what is going to be the outcome of this next week? But truthfully, I like that. That's what happens in real life. You don't know what's going to happen next week, so it shouldn't change the way that you're going to behave or what you're going to do this week.
TV is at an all-time best right now. Talk to me about what is making shows like yours so good on television right now.
I think people are investing a lot of money into them, first of all.
That's true.
It's a big business, and so people are getting a lot of money to make them good. And I think a lot of the talent in terms of writers, directors, and then actors are pouring into television. There's just not as much work in film. So film in the 70s was what great films were happening. People were taking huge risks, and now with shows like Mr. Robot, you see those same kind of risks being taken, on television now. I'm seeing things on television I can't believe that I'm seeing. I mean, all over the place, and everybody's making it. Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, every network, every cable network, everybody's making TV. So it's kind of like may the best man win, and everybody's got to find a way to stand out. So I think that's great for creative energy. It forces us all to stay on our toes.